And it's going to bring a very strong cold front, and that will drop our temperatures from the 80s in some places this afternoon into the low 30s and upper 20s. Like Casper and Rawlins and Laramie will have those breezes, and for us in Laramie, those winds coming from the west will be pushing smoke from the Mullen fire into Laramie. Steve is very unhappy. He does not like the wind from the Laramie Mountains, which normally will keep snow out of Cheyenne when the storms come from the north, but when they come from the south like this, helps limit our snowfall in Casper. Then we have a fire weather warning for the southern half of the state. It's in effect for most of us till at least 7 p.m. tonight. For some of us, that will carry into our Saturday. And because those winds are mainly coming from the north, we aren't going to be seeing that smoke blowing in to Laramie or Cheyenne like it was over the weekend. So it won't look like Mars outside. But I thought you were going to say, I can't believe it's already Friday. I'm like, you just started working yesterday. One little tip that I would suggest is that you fill up a Ziploc gallon bag with hot water from your kitchen sink, seal it up. There is an air quality alert for part of southeastern Wyoming. That's going to be southern Albany County, southeastern Carbon County, and far western Laramie County. And of course, that is because of smoke that is coming off of the Mullen fire. Welcome back, Wyoming, on this sunny afternoon on this Wednesday. Clear skies looking south on Interstate 25 at the interchange with College Drive just south of the capital city. 56 degrees right now with a south wind at 14 miles per hour. It's gorgeous as well on our Wyoming Medical Center sky cam in Casper. Just a couple of clouds in the sky. We're already over 50 degrees, 52. South-southwest wind 17 miles per hour in Laramie. A couple more clouds. It's still gorgeous out, 50 degrees. West-southwest winds at 14 miles per hour. And Riverton, those clouds have finally gone away, but we have not yet hit that 50-degree mark. Currently at 48, and our winds are calm. Again, you can barely see those clouds moving across the state right now. It's absolutely gorgeous out there, and you can actually see where a lot of that snow is melting in just the higher elevations where it's still hanging around. The Bighorn Mountain Range, Casper Mountain, the Snowy Range, and of course the Wind River Range and off towards the Tetons. Again, we're still doing a little bit of high pressure right now. That's going to be shifting slightly eastward and then breaking down as we get this low over Los Angeles. It's going to move to the northeast and potentially impact parts of Wyoming tomorrow. So let's get into that. We get into tomorrow afternoon and evening. This is the European model here, and barely grazing the southern portions of maybe Carbon, but more than likely just Albany and Laramie counties. Now, the European model still thinks we're going to get hit. The American model has backed off. It thinks that this system is going to be a little bit further south and that we will not get hit. Regardless, impact should be quite minimal, regardless of where it starts to rain and shifts to snow, or if it's all snow, because how warm things are. And then returning to those warm conditions, we head into our Friday and especially Saturday. This high pressure taking over the central U.S., that clockwise wind flow driving that southerly wind into Wyoming and really warming things up come Saturday. We're talking temperatures into the mid 60s for the warmest place and the lower 60s for a lot of us. Then we get into Saturday evening, west of the Continental Divide. We might get a bit of a low moving through that brings some snow to, say, Evanston, Rock Springs, or Green River. But for a lot of us, we won't have to worry about that. For today, topping off at 59 in Cheyenne, 56 for Casper, 53 in Sheridan. Warm spot is going to be Scottsbluff, Nebraska at 64. And continuing throughout the rest of the day, just enjoy the calm and warm conditions while they are here. We will start seeing some cloud cover fill in overnight, especially into tomorrow morning. And then you see there's a little bit of that snow along the Wyoming-Colorado border, and a little bit of that grazes into, say, Albany and Laramie counties. But again, impacts going to be minimal, and there's no guarantee that we even see that, depending on which these models ends up being closer to what actually ends up happening. Warmer conditions will then return for us on Friday. We'll get down to 28 in Cheyenne tonight, 25 for Casper, and 21 in Rock Springs. And for those highs tomorrow, 47 for Cheyenne, 50 in Casper, and our warm spot will be 58 in Scottsbluff. So a little bit cooler because of this coming system, but again, for most of us, just bringing in some cloud cover. For Cheyenne, now 20% chance for that tomorrow, peaking at 62 on Saturday, then again at 60 on Monday. Potentially some strong wind next Tuesday, and we will see potential for some snow late next week. March, April are our snowiest months of the year. Casper, partly cloudy tomorrow, will peak at 57 on Saturday and 58 on Monday. And again, seeing those precipitation chances going up late next week. And for the rest of the viewing area, Laramie will have a slight chance for that snow tomorrow, but outside of that, just some clouds here and there, and then we're going to continue to see the warmth into the weekend.